It's a jam-packed week on NBC's Tonight Show as Jay welcomes scheduled guests actors Glenn Close, comedian Martin Lawrence, and the music of Beck, Coolio, and Motley Crue. Your local news is next.
Good evening. Searchers are looking for a possible drowning victim near Aiken tonight. According to the Aiken County Sheriff's Department, the accident occurred in the Mississippi River about 6 miles northeast of Aiken. Authorities say 3 people were thrown in the water when a canoe capsized, 2 made it to shore, and a 3rd person is missing. The Crow Wing County Boat and Water Team, a volunteer dive team, and state conservation officers are involved in the search. 2 juveniles are in custody after allegedly holding up a Solon Springs business with a knife. According to authorities, the 16-year-old girl and 17-year-old boy are suspected of robbing Fleming's Conoco at around 6 p.m. on Saturday. After a 5-hour manhunt, police arrested the 2 in Chisago County. Well, you can add another bill to the list on proposed solutions to the BWCA controversy. Congressman Bruce Vento has introduced new legislation on the Boundary Waters canoe area. Vento's plan will add wilderness acres and reduce the number of motorboats. The bill is in direct contrast to legislation sponsored by Senator Rod Grams and Congressman Jim Oberstar. About 200,000 people visit the BWCA each year, more than any other wilderness area in the Northland. A bunch of clowns filled the streets in Wisconsin this weekend. Dozens of antique circus wagons rolled down the 3-mile stretch of the parade route as clowns entertained kids and adults alike. Bands played circus music and other favorites such as On Wisconsin. A favorite among racing fans got a warm welcome on the range this weekend. Rocket Rob Cahoe and his racing team topped their record for donations last night in Hibbing. The modified team gathered $14,000. All proceeds benefit MDA. Well, many people took a break from the heat for some refreshing sounds down at the deck tonight. Emmylou Harris took to the stage tonight at the Deck Auditorium. Crowds were thrilled that the national recording artist took time out of her schedule to make an appearance in Duluth. The concert was originally set for Bayfront Park, but the threat of bad weather moved it inside. Meteorologist Dave Anderson's in next with details on the stormy weather. Stay with us.
Welcome to the Minnesota State Lottery's official Daily 3 drawing. Tonight's drawing is being audited by the accounting firm Schechter, Dock & Cantor. The lottery official tonight is Joanne Makel. Our first number is 5. The second number, 7. And the third number is 9. The Powerball jackpot continues to climb. Wednesday night's jackpot is worth an estimated $20 million. Tuesday's Go for 5 jackpot is worth $110,000. Again, the daily 3 numbers for July 13th, 97 are 5, 7, 9. Numbers drawn are not official until validated and certified. Congratulations to the players who purchased over 26,000 winning Powerball tickets this past week here in Minnesota, including 1 ticket from last night's drawing worth $100,000.
Hi folks, Tom Park back here at the storage lot liquidation sale at North Star Ford. It's that once-a-year event that saves you a lot of money. And if you're looking for a used car, I want you to keep in mind we have 7 buyers that go out across the United States and view over 21,000 vehicles a week. Now we only pick out the best ones, we buy them right, and we sell them right. Now here's some perfect examples of what I'm talking about. This 1992 Plymouth Acclaim with automatic air conditioning and more is only $49.90. Or if you'd rather finance, $500 down and only $97 a month. Or take your choice, a 94 Taurus, also well equipped for only $49.90, and also with just $500 down, your payments are $97 a month. Here's a 95 Taurus for only $79.90. Now these are just typical examples. Whatever kind of used vehicle you're looking for, chances are you're going to find it here on our storage lot. Now we're right on Garfield across from I-35. Incredible selection, a lot of ways to finance, top dollar for your trade, no reasonable offer refused. It's a sale you wait for every year, and it's only at North Star Ford.
Well, folks, we have some strong storms to talk about tonight, and you'll notice I'm using the word strong because these storms we're seeing on our current Doppler radar map are strong, but they are not strong enough to be classified as severe. But still, there is enough intensity with these storms that we could see some heavy rainfall as these storms pass by. How heavy? Well, the rate of an inch an hour is very possible. Although these storms are moving fairly quickly, I don't think they'll be over your location for an hour. These storms are moving towards the east fairly rapidly. I think sometime tomorrow morning they'll finally be getting out of our area, but until then we could see some thunder boomers in the area. Let's take a look at this in a little more detail. I'll get on this side here and we'll see where these storms are approaching. This is a band of storminess that's stretching from the border of Canada down through the Twin Cities and actually on into Kansas. This is a big cold front swinging through that is stirring up these storms. For the most part, there's fairly light rain, but we are seeing this band of severe weather not severe, strong weather right here. Bottom line, we could see some fairly high winds and a good amount of rain, a fair amount of lightning as well, but odds are we shouldn't see anything in the way of devastation, or at least not much devastation, as if devastation can be anything that is light. Well, here is the reason we are seeing storms in our area right now. It's an area of low pressure that's passing on through, and its associated cold front is stirring up the storms we're seeing right now. Now, we know that today things were hot and sticky in our region. Tomorrow, I think we're just going to see warm and less sticky because the air behind this cold front may not be cold, but at least it's drier. Things should feel better for us for tomorrow. Here's that forecast for tonight. After we take a look at some current temperatures, they are in the 70s. It is sticky right now. Now, Maureen, here is the forecast for tonight, and there is a good chance for those storms.
Thanks, Super. Tom Hansen Sports is coming up next. Coach is next. Good night.
Please make mine a 3-door.
Chevy S10, a super value at your Lake Country Chevy dealers.
There's good news on the horizon. It's about community. It's about sports and recreation. It's about arts and entertainment. Reintroducing the Duluth Budgeteer News. Good news about great people like you.
I'm Tom Hansen. For the past 12 years, I've covered sports in the Northland. Basically, I've got the best job in town. My office, it's on the field, the rink, the court, and sometimes the parking lot.
Along with Crunch.
My coworkers, well, they could be just about anyone and some of the biggest names in sports. For the scores, the players, the teams you want to see, for me, it's just another day at the office.
Sports 6 Sunday is brought to you by your Northland Area Ford dealers and by Cellular One.
The first Brett Hall Celebrity Shootout is in the books. Thousands of dollars was raised for charity in the two-day event. Today, following the second round of play, the award ceremony was held. The team winner with a score of 42 under was Bill Watson's team. His partners were Kyle Anderson, Larry Johnson, John Mertz, and Doug Sutherland. Norm McIver shot a 5 under 139 to win the low gross portion of that tournament. Reed Colquist was second, Kyle Anderson third. Across the street, the 32-team Lakeview Legion baseball tournament concluded today. Here at Ordean Field, Champlin's Kevin Shear hits a sacrifice fly to right that scores Kyle Casey. In Northern League Baseball, the Dukes beat Madison today 8-3 in Madison despite committing 4 errors and stranding 11 runners on base. Anthony Johnson was ejected in the 6th inning. The bad news, the St. Paul Saints won, clinching the first half pennant. Meanwhile, the Twins lost for the third straight time to Cleveland today, 12-5. The Indians scored 6 runs in the 6th. And for the first time in 10 years, the Brewers have swept Baltimore in Baltimore. Today it was 6-4. The Brewers have won 5 straight. Here's a look at today's winners. Allison Nicholas won the U.S. Women's Open today. Jeff Burton, the NASCAR event, and Paul Munson takes the Cloquet Invitational. That's all for now. More sports tomorrow.
Attention, Ford Truck Month is happening now. Do so with the kids in the camper. You can drive an Expedition with room, the first and only minivan to earn the government's 5-star safety rating with low 4.8 financing, or get $1,000 in cash. Only at your Northland Ford dealer. You with the large home appliance.
Sports 6 Sunday has been brought to you by your Northland Area Ford dealers and by Cellular One. Sports 6 Sunday is brought to you by your Northland area Ford dealers and by Cellular One.
Ball day today at the Wade, but unfortunately it was the Saints bouncing around the park. Tony Shaver started this one for the Dukes, but the Dukes gave up 17 hits and 16 runs on their way to a 16-3 loss to St. Paul. The Dukes have now lost 5 of their last 6 games. They'll be off tomorrow. Twins sent Brad Radke to the mound, and he went the distance today, striking out 10 as the Twins tapped the Oakland A's 1-0. Radke wins his 13th of the year, gave up only 5 hits. And the Brewers hosted the New York Yankees tonight at County Stadium. Hideki Irabu on the mound for the world champs. Brewers fell behind in the first 2-0, but rallied to score 4 in the third to take a 4-2 lead. Irabu's first loss of the year. Brewers win it by a 6-2 margin. In golf, the 59th annual Namaji Invitational was decided today. St. Louis Blues star Brett Hull was the winner, shooting a 177. That score was 3 better than Tony Battistini, who was at 180. More than 200 golfers took part in the event. In Coon Rapids, the senior PGA stop was at Bunker Hills. Hale Irwin won his 5th senior event of the year today. He edged Lee Trevino by 2 strokes. Larry Gilbert finished 3rd. And today, Justin Leonard won the 126th British Open. The 25-year-old Texan fired a 600 par 65 today to beat Sweden's Jasper Parnevik. That's all for now. We'll have more sports tomorrow.
Attention, Ford Truck Month is happening now. Do so with the kids in the camper. You can drive an Expedition with room for 9 and towing capacity that's best in its class. Or you could get a Windstar, the first and only minivan to earn the government's 5-star safety rating with low 4.8 financing. Or get $1,000 in cash. Only at your Northland Ford dealer. You with the large home appliance.
Sports 6 Sunday has been brought to you by your Northland area Ford dealers and by Cellular One.